Hey boys and girls, so hopefully you saw the video of the story of spring, and if you have, this is the second part to our lesson, which is I'm going to want you to focus on, we have two objectives for this week's writing lesson. You're going to be able to label the beginning and ending letter sound of at least 3 items from your drawing, which we already do, but I want you to try to add the ending sound too. All right, so we do the beginning a lot. Now I want you to extend and do the ending also. All right, I also want you to write a sentence with correct directionality using sight words. I like and to. Okay, so kind of like we're adding these to our word wall, and then you're going to be able to use them in order to write a sentence. Okay, with correct directionality. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and start with our first objective. Okay, so right here I have a drawing of my house. I added some details to my house. I drew some windows, some bushes, and of course my door. I drew myself with some flowers in my garden. Then I have some trees and a bench, grass. I added a sun and clouds. So I added details, and you can kind of see what I like to do in the spring. Try to guess. Give you a couple seconds to try to guess of what I like to do. So that's me, and I'm in my garden, and I'm holding a plant. So what do y'all think I like to do? Awesome. If you think that I like to plant, you got it right. All right, so what I'm going to go ahead and do right now is label my picture, because that's important, right? You got to be able to show what you're drawing. You got to be able to tell your parents, hey, Mom, check out my house, or check out my trees, whatever you want them to be able to read from your picture. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and label 3 things, but because I want to be super awesome, I'm going to give you 4 things. And I'm going to see if you can help me out as we do this, okay? So the first one I'm going to do, sorry, that's my kid. First one I'm going to do is house, okay? So remember, I like to use our arm, or we like to use our arm in order to figure out what's the beginning sound. And since today we're going to focus on the beginning and ending sound, we got to make sure that we use our whole arm, okay? So house is going to be my first label. So I'm going to go house, house. All right, so what sound did I hear? Okay, what letter makes a sound? Yep, if you said the H makes a sound. But I'm not done, okay? Because that's my beginning sound. I also want the ending, okay? So, house, house. I heard the S sound, right? House, okay? I heard the S, and what letter makes the S sound? The S. Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and label house. You see, I made sure that the H goes in front and the S goes at the end, because if I flip the letters, then it's not gonna sound like house. I'm not gonna be able to share to my parents, hey, this is a house. Okay, so I make sure that your first letter is the beginning sound and the last letter is your ending sound. Okay. All right, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to label sun, okay? And I think you guys already know how to label this one because a lot of you draw suns. So let's go ahead and do this one, all right? Sun, sun. I like to extend it so that I can really focus and listen to what I said first and at the end. So, sun. I'm not trying to sound like a snake here, right? All right. Oh, it's the S again. S for sun. Sun. What sound did we hear at the end? Sun. the N sound, okay? Now we have to connect. What letter makes the N sound? Okay, if you said the N, right. So far I've labeled house, sun. Let's go ahead and label cloud. Cloud. So I'm going to go ahead and extend my sound so that I can really hear the beginning and the ending, okay? Cloud. Cloud. What sound did we hear at the top? What's our beginning sound? The K, right? So the K is the C, or it could be the K, but I know that is the C. So if you thought the C or the K, you were right, okay? But since I know how to spell cloud, I went ahead and did the correct one, which is the C, okay? All right, now let's go ahead and move on to our ending sound. Cloud. Cloud. D. D, right? What letter makes a D sound? The D, okay? So the D makes a D sound, but the D, sometimes I get it confused with the B. So, but I know there's a rule. The D wears a diaper and the B wears a belly. So I know the D, the diaper's in the back. Cloud. All right, so those are my three. I could finish here and I could be like, whoop, I did what Miss Lopez asked. You know, I did my three labels, but guess what? I want to be the super awesome kid. So I'm going to go ahead and label what I like to do. I want to label plant. Okay? Plant. Plant. Yep. I heard the P, and I know that the P makes the P sound. Let's listen to the last one. Plant. Plant. If you guessed the T, you are right. So I have my 4 labels. I am done. I was able to give you a picture of what I like to do in spring. I like to plant. But I also now want to write a sentence that goes with my drawing, in which you're going to be able to do the same thing of what you like to do in spring. And I'm going to use my sight words. I, like, and to. You haven't learned sight words yet, and maybe you have, and if you have, awesome. But we haven't, and your parents can help you out with this, okay? So I like to. I have to put these in order to write my sentence. When I write my sentence, am I going to start in the middle? Nope. Am I going to start on the right? No, because then I don't have any space, right? We always start on the top left. And because this is my line, I'm showing you that this is the top, okay? So it's top left, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and get my first word, I. And I always start with an uppercase letter. So I'm going to go ahead and write my I. Okay. Then like. I have 2 of these. Which one says like? Well, if I try to sound it out like, I know that like starts with an L. So it can't be this one because this one starts with a T. So it's this one. So I'm going to write I, and I make sure that I leave my finger space. Then like, and I'm looking, I can use my card. Like, okay. And my next word is to, because it starts with a to. So I'm going to go ahead and use my finger space. I like to. And what did I say I like to do? I like to plant, right? So this is where you're going to come and you're going to write the sentence just like I did. I like to, and then fill in the rest of your sentence, which mine is plant. So I'm going to go ahead and finish. And hey, guess what? I already have my label right here. I can just copy that. I like to plant. And at the end of my sentence is what? At the end of my sentence goes, am I asking a question? No. Am I sounding like super excited? I like to plant. No. But I'm telling you, right? I like to plant, so I know it has a period. Okay. So that's my sentence. And actually, I'm going to write the actual word down here just to show y'all. Plant. Okay. But remember, I love the beginning and ending sound, and I would definitely take that. Okay, I went ahead and wrote out the whole word because I know how to write plant, right? And if you can, awesome, you can write it out too. All right, so hopefully you know what to do. I want to see an awesome picture with lots of details. I want to see at least 3 labels and not just the beginning sound, but I want the beginning and ending. And I want to make sure that you write your sentence. Make sure you start on the left side. Go get your way through to the right side, okay? Try to use right punctuation. All right, thank you guys.